South Korea is looking to increase its ballistic missile firepower to 110 conventional warhead, but even that is below the amount the North is known to have in its arsenal. The Seoul government reportedly asked for the increase during talks with US officials, suggesting the extra missile payload would help it counter the rising threat from North Korea. South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported Monday. Under a 2012 deal between the US and South Korea, missiles are limited to range of 800 kilometers and warheads of 500 kilograms. With the bigger warhead, South Korean ballistic missiles could pack more power at a time, when the nuclear armed North Korea is stepping up its own missile development. Joel Witt, senior fellow at the US Korean Institute at Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies and co-founder of Washington's 38 North think tank, said that could double the amount of conventional explosives on top, which would allow South Korea to destroy some targets that they have currently can't destroy. He said that could include destroying more of the North's hardened tasks like command posts and bunkers. It comes at a time when the North also is known to be trying to make on a smaller its nuclear weapons to fit them to a missile, including a long-range ballistic missile capable of reaching the US mainland. They are clearly on a path to develop an intercontinental ballistic missile that can reach the United States and to match that with a nuclear weapon. Marine Corps Gen Joseph, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said in remarks at the Aspen Security Forum in Aspen, Colorado. Joseph said that the North Koreans today are capable of a limited missile attack. We are capable of defending against a limited missile attack for our forces in South Korea. Our South Koreans allies, our Japanese allies, our forces in Okinawa, our forces in Guam, and the American homeland and in Hawaii. At present, South Korea has two US supplied THAAD anti-missile launchers deployed. There is also a THAAD, that is Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System battery deployed on Guam, where the US military has bases. Japan has Aegis system in place for missile defense. According to Witt, the North Koreans have about 1,000 missiles of various types that can hit targets in the region, whether South Korea, Japan, or Guam, he said. Some of them might be armed with nuclear weapons, but a lot of them will be armed with conventional weapons. The US has more than 28,000 troops stationed in South Korea and around 50,000 American personnel in Japan. There also are more than 6,000 troops in Guam. As things stand now, Witt isn't so sure the US has the capability to destroy all the missiles in North Korea or to defend against large salvos of rockets. Witt said it would be very difficult if the North Koreans for some reason started launching large numbers of missiles to deal with it. A lot of them would get through. Then again, the Joint Chiefs chairman also said at the Aspen event that there is concern about the ability of North Korea to ramp up its missile capacity and development. He also pointed out that the regime of Kim Jong-un also has stepped up its missile testing and conducted several nuclear tests last year. Joseph said, our concern is the growth in capacity that has increased number of missiles over time, and the combination of an intercontinental ballistic missile and nuclear weapons obviously concern us. The general added, do the American people need to be concerned long time? Yes, this is probably at the top of everybody's inbox in national security today, dealing with the North Korea crisis. But we can protect the American people today, and that I am sure. NBC News Chief Foreign Affairs Correspondent Andrea Mitchell moderated the discussion with the general and asked how the US does a preemptive strike on North Korea when it probably doesn't know where all the weapons are located due to tunnels, underground nuclear facilities, and other measures it is believed to take. She asked about military options planned, but Joseph said the US was now focused on a so called pressurization campaign using primarily economic and diplomatic pressure to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula. Secretary of the State Rex Tillerson is working to get the international community to back more of these measures, Joseph said. He added that the US military supports that effort because military options could lead to something perhaps horrific. It would be a loss of life unlike anyone we have experienced in our lifetime. Also, the general said he is assuming North Korea already has the ICBM capability. Earlier this month, North Korea fired a missile it claimed was a long range missile capable of reaching the US. In the business I am in, I get paid to assume that they have the capability now, Joseph said. So I have a sense of urgency to assume they are going to have it. In my judgment, it's academic whether it's a 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, or 24 months from now. They are on a path, and it seems an irreversible path to develop that capability. So we need to have a sense of urgency to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula, which is our US policy right now. Please subscribe for further updates. Thank you.